your life, where the right story at the right time changed you so thoroughly you don't know who you'd be without it. I was 5. I was 5 years old and I was at Disney with my parents. Now, as a 5-year-old about yay high, there are very few thrill rides that you can actually meet the height requirements for. One of them being the Hollywood Tower Hotel, also known as the Tower of Terror. Now, my dad was looking at me, this yay high little 5-year-old with crazy little pigtails, and he thought, I'm taking her on that ride. I was oblivious. He said, you want to ride something fun? And I was like, heck yeah. And so we go. We go to this building towering over us, scarred black on the front from a lightning strike, so the story goes. We make our way through the line queue, and everything about this hotel is eerie and old. The floors are cracking, the walls are crumbling, there are cobwebs everywhere. Part of it is like a time capsule from a bygone era. But it's kind of fun. It looks old, it sounds old, it smells old. We make it through the pre-show. And I'm feeling pretty ready for this. But then we get to the boiler room. And the whole vibe changes. There's rusting pipes and towering furnaces. And there, on the other side of the room, the elevator doors. And the closer and closer we get, my heart starts thundering. And I start thinking, what's about to happen? I don't want to die. I don't know if I can do this. My dad, being perceptive and me being inexperienced in masking my emotions, he can tell I'm afraid. But he asks anyway, are you scared? Yeah, I'm scared. How about I tell you a story? A story. Yes, anything to take my mind off of that door and this room and my own thundering heart. And my dad, being the wonderful storyteller that he was, began to unfold the story of the brave little Tailor. A tailor who, through a series of misunderstandings and miscommunications, was thought to be a giant slayer, and was sent on order of the king to go and slay a giant that had been terrorizing the kingdom. Now, the tailor was not strong. He was not a knight or a fighter by any means. He was a tailor. But he gathers his courage and comes up with a plan. And he goes and faces that giant, this tailor, yay high, against a giant way high. But it's not strength that he takes into this fight, but cleverness. He tricks the giant, outsmarts the giant, scares the giant into running away, never to be seen again. My dad looked at me. That tailor did not win through physical strength, but through courage. Do you have the courage to face this, your own giant? Yes. And so I gather my courage, whatever courage I have, and I grip it tight, even as we approach those elevator doors, much faster than I would have liked, but fast enough that my courage hadn't left me yet. We get on, we buckle in, and the ride starts. We wind through the twilight zone, this pitch black, winding path. And then the cart stops. It shudders. And the real ride starts. We shoot upwards faster than I've ever gone in my entire life. And down again, faster than gravity. And it goes up and down, up and down. I'm screaming, I'm breathless. I'm lifting out of my seat. This is like the first time I've experienced airtime. And then the ride ends, the lights come on, and we get off. My legs are shaking and my heart is thundering. And I look at my dad. Can we go again? In that moment, I had faced the giant and I had won. I had conquered. And that moment stuck with me every day of my life since then. I've faced other giants since that day, whether it was the high dive at the local pool, the 200-foot legitimate roller coaster at Six Flags, whether it was my first audience, my first audition, my first performance, whether it was making a new friend. Anytime I felt afraid, like I was facing a giant, I remembered that story and knew that I could do it, not with physical strength, but with courage. In my own small way, I have become like that brave little Tailor, and that story has become a part of me. And that is the power of a story.